Purple Mai'a. Briefly, for those of you who don't know, Purple Mai'a is a Native Hawaiian educational technology organization. Our mission is to educate and empower the next generation of culturally grounded tech makers and problem solvers. And it is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to Kilo Hōkū, the finale event for the 2019 Purple Prize. All right, so I work in the tech industry. It requires me to travel pretty extensively to Silicon Valley and attend many tech events where folks pitch their companies and big ideas and how they're gonna disrupt a particular industry or make a lot of money. These events are generally called demo days. Now, a few months ago, as Kelsey, Alec, and I were thinking about this very day, we thought to ourselves, we should call this thing something else. The more and more we thought about it, the more we felt the need to do things differently because, as many of us know, we're not Silicon Valley. We have our own identity, which is grounded in the values of this place. And if we truly believe that we have much to offer the tech industry, then we need to be intentional about how we create, hold, and navigate these spaces. We need to indigenize them, make these spaces our own by normalizing our values, our practices, our protocols, and yes, our words too. So, about the word Kilo Hōkū. The word Hōkū means stars. The word Kilo means to watch closely, examine, to look around, to observe. But in many things Hawaiian, it's deeper than that. For the deeper meaning, I have to take you back 2 years to the 2017 Purple Prize, where I and many of you were introduced to the concept of Kilo by our genius Kanaka scientist, Dr. Kiana Frank, and her team, Innovative Kilo Solutions, which won first place that year. And since then, I've been trying to learn as much as I can from Dr. Frank because, one, she is super fun. And if you don't believe me, go and check out her YouTube dance videos where she uses interpretive dance, modern dance to teach science in a very indigenous way. But more importantly, too, she's brilliant in the way that she breaks down things Hawaiian and applies it to a modern context like science. It is truly fascinating. So fascinating that we begged her to be on our first podcast on Poni Mana'o. Now, in that podcast, she beautifully describes the practice of Kilo. I listened to it again last night for the 12th time and wrote down what she said, and I want to share with you how she describes Kilo. So, in Dr. Kiana Frank's words, Kilo is the ability to sit and observe. Kilo is watching the clouds as they form and then integrating the responses that you see and what you observe. Kilo is watching and understanding the movements of the waves, the tides, the moon, and how all these things are connected to each other. Kilo was like the Netflix of the day. You watch the ocean, you watch the fish, you watch the plants, you really become familiar and intimate with these details of your environment so that you can protect yourself, your family, but not only protect, but to thrive. So our 12 teams over the past 3.5 months have been practicing their Kilo skills, I believe in the context that Dr. Frank explained. These teams have applied their respective observations and learnings into the presentations that you will see very shortly. We've seen tremendous growth from many of the teams today. Now, if you asked me 4 years ago when we decided to prototype this event, I could not have imagined the breadth and depth of ideas and potential impact that these founders want to have. Truly, just like in the teams, the growth of our little prototype since the 2016 inaugural event has been incredible, and in 2 words, pretty cool. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to take you through some of the metrics, because in the tech industry, we love metrics and numbers and those kinds of things. So, over the last 3 events, we've worked with 31 teams. As you can see, 2019, we've had over 30, significant amount over the years past. In terms of makeup of our founders, 58% of them are Native Hawaiian, 35% are female founders. We are of the community and want to be engaged with the community, and to that point, we've worked with 40 plus community members and organizations over the last year and developed 5 local partnerships. We have these intensive workshops that we've run over the last year, and as you can see, it's just grown. And in terms of growing to the award funding, not as important as some of the other things, but it's important because it's a resource that will allow these ideas to continue to grow. So we're happy to announce that we have over $80,000 that we are going to award the winners of the Purple Prize this year. And it would not be at all possible without the generous kokua and support of these organizations right here. Kamehameha Schools, the 11th Hour Project, Naku Puna, Hawaiian Electric, King's Hawaiian, the Elemental Accelerator, Fitted, Olukai, the Box Jail, and Honolulu Museum of Art. We would not be here without generous support of them, so I want to mahalo them all. Join me mahaloing them. All right, so that's pretty much the only task that I had to do today. But I am in charge. I'm the DJ, right? And so I've got some fun music that'll happen in between. So if you got some requests, let me know. It has to be clean, somewhat clean. Let me know. So finally, before I hand off the mic, I do want to acknowledge the hard work and effort of our core team members. If I could call or ask our core team members to rise, and also ask Alec to come to the stage. It's been just phenomenal over the last 6-12 months, the amount of effort and hard work that have gone into this, and we would not be here without this individual right here. And so I want to mahalo him and acknowledge him in front of everyone. Alec Wagner. Yeah. Ooh. And then our core other team members, Kalea Akau, who's our documentarian, plug for the work that she does. Okay. So our social media marketing guru, Maven, Naomi Yoshida. You don't see her, you can smell her because they're wearing the pikakele, so. And then finally, our digital artist, digital intern, just all around super help, Ashlyn in the back. Cool. Cool. So mahalo, everyone. Thank you for coming. This is going to be a great day, a wonderful day, and thank you for spending the day with us. Mahalo.
Good morning, everyone. Well, thank you so much for coming. This is, it's been a surreal last 8 months this year of putting this together in our teams, going through such an incredible amount of progress. That being said, I'd like to share a little bit about the team's journey with you all and what they've done over the last 8 months. So we started the Purple Prize in February with 26 teams. And so, there was the statistics up there that said 31. That's how many teams we've worked with over the course of the year. But we started in February with 26. And when that happened, each team obviously was composed of an incredible amount of diversity. People brought incredible ideas. Folks came from a number of different backgrounds. We had folks who were from technical backgrounds, people from cultural practitioner backgrounds, individuals who maybe had some entrepreneurial experience, but for the most part, we were starting from scratch with a lot of these projects, and they've gone, over a crazy iterative experience. So, round of applause really quickly for the teams. We kicked the Purple Prize off at Paepaeo He'ia back in February with over 100 of these teammates and community members, and held in groundbreaking discussions on this new with a K, known and new in the future, thing we were beginning to work for, Indigenous innovation. So this is a picture of, at the end of that day, the group that we had brought together. This probably brings back memories for some of you guys back there when you started this. At that day, people from all these backgrounds, tech, venture capital, science, cultural practice, government, connected and hana'd or worked, pulling mangroves at Paepaeo He'ia. It was kind of a funny thing to watch, of course, because you don't see these guys. Sometimes you see them in suits, sometimes you see them dressed up. But we were all out there like this, pulling mangroves in Paepae. It was a ton of fun. From then on out, it was mission-driven work. For the next 5 months, the teams who were in the connections phase entered a phase of intentional ideation, community connection, and knowledge building. At the end of that phase, we chose 3 teams to receive mini purple prizes, $3,000, $2,000, and $1,000, and narrowed the pool down to the 12 teams that had the most potential, and welcomed a few more teams into the prize as well at a later stage. And we worked with them over the second phase, during the building phase, the one that we're currently in, or ending today, to build prototypes, business models, fan bases, knowledge bases, and networks in preparation of starting their companies, lifting them off the ground. So this accelerated 3-month process was really intense. The teams worked countless hours. Several have legally incorporated businesses. They all have some level of a demonstrable prototype. And in the last few weeks have written extensive business plans and refined their pitches. This celebration is a testament to their hard work, your hard work, ambition, and grittiness to enhance our community, the environment, and our culture. So before we get started, one more time, I'd love if we can please give the teams a round of applause once more.